So in this question here, we want to find all the negative integers for which 3x squared is less than 48. Now notice this is a strict inequality here. We can't include equals 48, so it must be less than 48. So let's write this inequality up and let's see what we can do in terms of algebra. Well, without affecting this inequality sign, we can divide both sides by 3. That's not going to affect our inequality. So let's do that. So divide everything by 3. So now divide this by 3, we're left with x squared. The inequality stays with this less than. And a 48 divided by 3, that just becomes 16. Okay, now a little bit of luck here. We've got a square number here, so we're not messing around with any fractions or decimals. So we can now take the square root on both sides, but this is where we need to be really careful. So we take the square root both sides. Now the square root of x squared, we can call that just x, that's fine. Now the inequality, I'm just going to leave that for a moment, because the square root of 16, that can be plus or minus 4. So plus 4 or minus 4. Okay, so now if I put in here, x is less than plus or minus 4, I'm going to have some weird kind of inequality going on here, because if I've got x is less than positive 4, all my solutions there could go all the way. I could even have minus 57 as a solution. X, let's call that x equals minus 57. So x equals minus 57 for example. Now, if I plug that into this first original question, 3x squared is less than 48. Well, minus 57 squared, that's going to be 3,000 and something, isn't it? So 3 times 3,000 or something, I'm going to be approaching 10,000 here. Well, 10,000 is definitely not less than 48. So when we got the minus sign as a solution, we have to be careful with our inequality. So now we have to split it up into 2. So now we have x is greater than minus 4, but x is also less than 4. So x is less than 4. So I've got x is greater than minus 4, so x is less than 4. So all my solutions, without looking at the negative, so x can be in a set, let's call it in a set, of minus 4 to 4. So somewhere included in that kind of range. But notice I've got rounded brackets, so it's not included. So I could also write that as x is greater than minus 4 and x is less than positive 4. So I could write it like that as well. These are both the same notation. Okay, now I'm only interested in the negative integers. So my negative integers in this range here are minus 3, minus 2 and minus 1. 0 is not included, nor is 1, 2, 3, because I want negative integers. So therefore x equals minus 1, minus 2 or minus 3. That will be my solution. I'm going to leave that for you guys to plug into here to just check it, but that's our solution and that'd be a good place to stop.